Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Coaches Corner. Tonight, we are going to do a live Coaches Corner right here at the 2024 Bellingham High School Bayhawks banquet. Make sure that you give us a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our banquet. Thanks for being here. You don't have to sit so far away, Frost. I can't see your beautiful face. Oh, Big Red back there in the very back. All right, let's get started. I want to make sure she's here. There we go. I want you to start with, all year long I did, if you don't know who I am, I'm Uncle Mike. I appreciate everybody being here. All year long I did the Bayhawk football games on Friday night and Saturdays, did the Coaches Corner with Adam Leonard all season long. I just want to give a thank you to my daughter, Sarah, who's walking slowly up the stairs. Give her a big round of applause. She did all the videotaping for us. She's been replaced tonight, but not forever. Okay, sis? All right. It sure is a privilege to be here tonight to honor our athletes. Somebody asked me today at work, gosh, you guys were 2-8. I said, tonight's not going to be talking about records. It's going to be talking about the things that we built upon and the things that we did. So my co-host tonight, as he has been for every Coach's Corner throughout the entire 11 weeks, is Coach Adam Leonard. Give him a big round of applause. Coach, week 11, I don't have to stand so close to you.
No, it's okay. I have my own microphone.
And keep it close to your face, will you, so we can pick you up. Now, Adam's dad's going to be really happy because we're going to turn around so you can see the camera. There you go. Adam's dad's going to be really happy in Vegas because we've got you back on a Coach's Corner. All right. We've got some great special guests tonight. We're going to try to move through this as quickly as possible. I want to give a real warm Bellingham High School welcome to my 3 ex-teammates, Bellingham Red Raiders, Mr. Steve Alvord. Can we stand up? Steve graduated in 1983 and was a high school All-American here. Went to the University of Washington, won the Orange Bowl, was Offensive Lineman of the Year. It was the top 14 out of 500 athletes in Whatcom County. Steve is definitely, and he went on to play pro football for a team in St. Louis that moved to Arizona. My next special guest tonight is a guy that's been close to me since I was a freshman getting shoved into lockers. This guy used to pry the locker door open and get my skinny rear end out. Was a great guy then and is a better guy now. And it's really cool as I've read their bios to see what they're interested in, and we'll talk about that throughout the night. Mr. Don Fenton. Donnie was an all-league football player, played for Coach West. So did Steve. Donnie went on to play for I call him Don. He's probably Don now because he's older. Don played for the Cincinnati Reds baseball organization and went on to have a grandson that is going to be one of our presenters tonight. My last but not least, the guy that I feel that is the epitome of what Vel West was, and if you don't know who Vel West is, the players, I hope you do, was our old football coach, and that's kind of what Adam and the coaching staff is trying to do, is bring back some of that old Raider mentality. But Keith Wallace was that guy, and he's going to give out the Vel West Award later on this evening. Give Keith a big round of applause. All right, we're going to move right along. I'd like to have Don and Coach John come to the stage, please. Come on, Don. We are going to give out Offensive Player of... So, Adam, you got to hold there you go. You hand on the microphone. Good. We're gonna make this work. Offensive. Going to give Offensive Player of the Year for the JVC team.
Hello.
Coach John really loves to talk. He was one of my favorite interviews. I never interviewed him.
My absolute favorite thing to do in life is get up here and talk about your kids.
We did have questions about what Coach John has in his backpack, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
It's a secret. It's my MERS, so it's my man purse. I just want to say really quick, I feel blessed to be with these guys every day. Their energy and effort and attitude, it gets me pumped up to be, with them every day. This season surpassed my expectations. For the last 6 years, we really haven't, I think we got like 1 win in 6 years. And this year we rolled off like 4 wins. I think we could have had 6 wins. Blaine beat us by a score in each game. Our defense was outstanding. I can't tell you how many TFLs we had, how many pass breakups, how many sacks we had. There was a little of everything from special teams. Our offense didn't really get going until probably week 3. And then we started having complementary football, offense helping defense. And we became a formidable team to face week in and week out, which is really cool because the C team has always played a league schedule. So we face the teams like Linden, Blaine, Seaholm, Squalicum. And sometimes the varsity has an off-league schedule, and it's a different schedule and it looks different. But those teams are powerhouses, and this year we competed with every team. Linden and Meridian kind of got us and caught us off guard, put us in a phone booth, and made us put us in a dogfight. But I really can't say enough about how this team came together, and there was like zero selfishness on this team. Kids were willing to give up some playing time for other teammates. It was just very complimentary. And I think the sky's the limit. I don't want to put a tag on it, but I'm really hopeful in the next 3 or 4 years, we're a perennial playoff team with this young team that we have coming in. So just really proud of them.
So now, no hand yet. So now you have to remember that speech because that's the 4th thing down on the list. Right now, we're giving away the Offensive Player of the Year. Don Fenton, open the envelope.
All right, here we go. You want to hold that case?
Case is going to hold the microphone.
Yeah, you got it.
You going to say a few words?
We'll let them know how old you are. No. 25. I'm going to do it this way
There you go.
since it's so.
We'll get them pre-opened.
Yeah, dang it. They got these things sealed up pretty good here. Got it? Perfect. All right, C team, Offensive Player of the Year, James Burton, or Bolton. Button.
James Button is wrestling. All right. Let's do Defensive Player of the Year. Yep, and you'll open it.
Right behind you.
Wants us to head back.
Is he going to say it or am I?
You can.
Sub-varsity Defensive Player of the Year is Danny Falefel.
Come on up, Danny.
Yeah, this guy, if he sticks with it and buys in, I really believe that he's a kid. He's also a wrestler, but I really believe he's a guy that you guys will be seeing on Saturdays eventually, if he buys in and sticks with it. He probably had 20 sacks, and I can't even count the amount of TFLs he had, and just pass rushes, rushing the quarterback to throw was off the charts. It was insane. Super proud of you, Danny Falefel.
Give him a big round of applause. All right. Mark and John, let's give away the sub-varsity. Go ahead, Coach.
So for this next part of the awards presentation, we're going to recognize all our sub-varsity players on our CJV team. When you hear your name, please come up to the stage, accept your certificate, and then line up where Uncle Mike's got you pointed over there.
All right, Fisher Wilson.
Not here.
Lucius White.
Lucius played safety for us this year and was he was locked down. I don't know how many pass breakups he had, but it was hard to throw the ball against Lucius.
Arlo Vergil.
Arlo was our quarterback for 3 games and got injured.
Kais Tucker.
Kais is probably the fastest kid on the team, receiver.
William Smith. Byron Simpson. This is fun.
Byron's a wrestler. He's wrestling right now. He was on defense.
Say this guy's name. John Robinson. Yeah. Okay, Juno Ringering.
Juno is also our jack linebacker, outside linebacker, second-year guy, and just was lights out.
Bryant Razzo. Probably not.
He's a wrestler. He's wrestling right now.
Kai Potts, let's go. There we go, Kai.
Mr. Utility player. Can put him anywhere.
Daniel Nunez Rios.
D tackle. Excellent kid.
Cam Mitchell.
Cameron's our second-year player. He was a receiver for us and did a phenomenal job.
This guy will have a hard time with a limelight. Jason Mendoza.
He was just here.
Jaden McIntosh.
J-Mac. J-Mac. No J-Mac.
Okay. Ian Marley.
Yeah, enough said. The legend lives, Ian Marley. Our center, solid all year long, great human being, really good athlete.
MJ.
Joseph, Manna, Minor. Thank you. Yeah.
QB1 for the sub-varsity team, Matthew Luckstrom.
Lux, get up here, buddy. Where's he at? Not here? He was just here. Oh, okay.
Jesse Johansson.
Like a late guy. He's like a 2-weeker. Lineman.
Tavian's
Yeah.
not here. Boy, I'm sorry, this is real. Hawk Hurlbert. Neighbor Hawk Hurlbert. There you go. Cooper Hong.
Cooper, receiver. Really bright future, good kid.
Athenian Holloway, all name team.
Slim Shady.
Richard Hansen.
3-year guy for us. He's a backup QB and a really great human.
Caden Hamidian. Let's go.
Another 3-year guy.
Yes,
Defensive
Caden Hamidian.
stalwart. Lockdown edge. Can move him around anywhere. He's kind of a utility player.
CJ? CJ here? CJ Gregory? All right, CJ.
CJ was our running back.
Noah Gilbert. Didn't play.
And now got injured. Also running back, but was injured early
There
on
he
in the
is,
season.
Noah. Noah's right there. Sweet. Daniel Garcia Rosas.
Not here.
Isaac Garcia.
Not here.
Okay.
Falafel's here.
Fleffel. Danny Fleffel, back up here. Where is he?
Come on, Danny.
Nate Fields. Jack Fields. Are any of the Fields here?
They had dinner.
Yep. Jack Elmore.
Receiver, played in 3 games, I think.
I think half your team's at the wrestling match. Matthew Eastwood.
Phenomenal kid, lineman for us. Probably could have been lineman of the year, in my opinion.
Malachi Devine Wilson. Shiesty. Every day.
Yeah, for real.
Aaron Chassé. It's in Japanese class. Is a genius.
Offensive,
kid.
defensive tackle, another stalwart. I guarantee you he's going to be playing on Saturdays.
Look at his
Guarantee
shirt.
it.
Look at his shirt. Is that a greater one? James Button, Offensive Player of the Year.
He's in wrestling.
Jacob Brack.
Not here. He wasn't on. He didn't play on the team.
Sebastian Bowers. We're almost there.
Seabass.
Aiden Borchert. Wrestling?
Yes.
Good excuse. Want to go over there and present it to him?
Maybe, yeah.
Proud of you, buddy.
Last but not least, Max Anderson.
Get up here, Max. Corner, lockdown.
Coach Wright, are you okay with that?
I'm great.
Nice job.
Really quick, let's give it up for our sub-varsity team. Great year, guys.
What do you got?
Offensive lineman of the year.
You guys can head back down. As you can see, many of our sub-varsity players are in the room over right now doing a wrestling meet. So, unfortunate conflict tonight, but great opportunity to recognize them. And we got a big future here with some of these guys. So, a couple of you guys can stay up here for a second.
Keith Wallace, come on up here. Keith Wallace is going to do Special Teams Player of the Year. This is the thing that really bothers me. Keith Wallace graduated in '86, and look how stealthy he still looks.
I tell you, you look good.
Oh, yeah, like 90 pounds overweight.
I don't know. We all call him Woody. I'm not sure where the uncle comes from. Woody's his name. All right, here we go. C-Team Special Teams Player of the Year is Cameron Bach. Whoa! Cameron.
Right there, take his hand. Offensive lineman.
Okay. Offensive lineman. This is near and dear to my heart, offensive lineman. I don't think Steve played offense, though, right? Steve, you were a defensive guy, except for maybe when you were in high school a little bit. So, all right, here we go. Offense. This is the smart guys, right? The guys that get it done. The guys that don't jump off sides, 3rd and 2 at the goal line like I did. All right. Offensive lineman of the year, Aaron Schaus. Let's go.
You're not done.
Oh, okay.
You keep going. Can you open the envelope? You need a microphone. You can't be here with us. You can stand here next to Keith Wallace. Keith Wallace is an insurance salesman now. No.
You want to open this up? I want to say a couple. Absolutely. All right, for the last award, this is our C-Team, JV, sub-varsity, most valuable player. A player that did it on both sides of the ball, great attitude, brought it every practice, had a lot of quality varsity reps for us, but he was a standout on the team. Coach John, this was a unanimous vote, wasn't it?
MVP. MVP is Sebastian Bowers.
Sebas!
Coach John was just saying linebacker, running back, nose tackle, special teams hero, all the above.
Let's give them a big round of applause. These guys will be playing Friday night. If I could get Don and Steve to come up on stage. Last year, 2023, we broke 16 high school records. Most of them went to a Leonard. He's not here tonight to accept any more. We are going to do record breakers of the year for 2024. There was a game back in, we played against Archbishop Murphy at halftime. We were getting absolutely lit on fire. If you want to watch it, you can go back to MMB Broadcasting and pick it up and watch it. Coach Leonard made a fairly good decision at halftime. He took Joe Harward out of quarterback and put him in as wide receiver and brought a very spindly sophomore kid. How much does Big Coop weigh here? Probably weighs more than, he probably weighs more than Ben. No, maybe not. I told Ben as we passed to grab a little more pork, okay? He could have had a little more. Ben, I'm going to be on you all summer long, all winter long, so get ready. Uncle Mike's going to be chewing on you all year. We're going to get you. Made a great move. Third play from scrimmage. Throws a 82-yard pass off of a defender for Archbishop Murphy. Hits him in the chest. Joe reaches around, takes the pass, and scores the first touchdown. Our record breakers tonight are Ben Leonard. Come on up, Ben. Ben broke the record for 26 passing completions in a game against Marysville Pilchuck. Come on, Ben, come up here. Yes. The guy that he was throwing to, Joe Harward, 41.8 yards per catch. Per catch. That's my son, yeah. Don's like related, right? Now I'm his uncle. Just kidding, doctor. Just kidding. Come on over here. Okay. I'll be very, very remiss, and I'm not going to cry tonight. I got more notes up here than Perry Mason. Yesterday morning, I was sitting at my desk drinking a cup of coffee, and I went through and I looked at record breakers. And I love this guy probably more than I love that guy. Tyler Frost, will you come up here, please? Tyler broke the Bellingham High School. They never kept these kind of stats back when these guys were Red Raiders because some of these guys would have broke those records. Tyler Frost broke the record for tackles for loss for 16 tackles for loss in 2024. His career tackles for loss is 42 from 2021 to 2024. Give Tyler a big round of applause because Uncle Mike doesn't have a lady that can make it fast enough. And so I have an IOU for you, Tyler. I love you. I want you to have the best. I feel so bad that I didn't have it taken care of. I don't miss many things. That's not what my wife says. She says I miss a lot of stuff, so I'm in trouble all the time. But Tyler will receive a record breaker, and he's also in the record books for Bellingham High School class of 2024. So congratulations. Give these guys another big round of applause, Coach.
I just want to add as well, last year when we had so many records broken, Mr. Harwood started putting together this great award, and we're going to try to keep this tradition going. I also want to recognize not only people that are up here, but we have players in the stands, in the audience right now, who are creeping into Whatcom County records, okay? Ben's 26 completions in a game against Marysville Pilchuck is actually in the top 10 in Whatcom County. Joe's 41.7, I believe, is number 3 in Whatcom County. These right here are specifically to recognize those record breaker. Tyler Frost is 42 tackles for loss in the top 10 in Whatcom County. So these are impressive numbers. These awards over here are to recognize the school records that have been broken, okay? It's great to, as much as we want to talk about our team success, it's also great to talk about some of the individual successes as well. So one more round of applause for these 3 guys.
Thanks, fellas. You guys have a seat. We're gonna make a big deal about it, Frosty. Get in the middle, Frost. You can harass me. You got a microphone there, sir? I've got a very special thank you tonight. Football does not run without cash. You have to have a group that is out there making money, pounding the drum. How many of you guys like getting fed every Thursday night? Don't raise your hand. Give me a round of applause. I think a couple of these guys over here to my right used to eat pancakes on Thursdays, Vel West special. messed up more kitchens and got yelled at by more lunch ladies than anybody else I knew. So I would like Steve and his beautiful wife, shall he please, yes, come on up on the stage. Give them a big round of applause because you would not have all that you have without our Parents Club, and these two have absolutely done a fabulous job. So we got them a little something to put on their desk. Shelley can put it on her desk at school. Steve, thanks so much, man. We appreciate everything you've done, man. You're welcome. Thank you. And I'm a hard guy to work with. Just ask Steve. There's that for you. Got you a $50 gift card to Amazon so you can buy something for your wife for Christmas. I'm thinking ahead. I got my tie on. Come on, let's go. Thank you so much. You can put that on your desk. Let the kids, Thank you. I appreciate you. And she's an old Raider. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, in Coach's Corner way, we're going to interview Steve, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Parents Club, because how many parents do I have out there that have underclassmen? Raise your hand. One. Raise your hand high. Let's be proud of our underclassmen. All right, good. Steve, this is it. This is your swan song. You guys have done how many dinners do you think? Oh, look, did you look at that? He referred right away to the boss. Let me change slides. I'll interview the right person. Hey, Tyler, I didn't forget their awards. You're welcome. How many dinners do you guys do?
I have no idea. 40.
40 dinners.
Well, when you talk about the day before a game,
Yep.
and then the after game road
Meals?
dinners, yeah. I don't know.
Doing bagels and snack bags for when they went on a trip. I mean, we stayed up late at night putting those things together so that when they went to camp, they had something in the morning
To eat.
to eat. Yeah.
Another big round of applause. And the main reason why is because it wasn't me having to do that. That's great. So what do we need? Tyler is graduating. You guys are going to move off into the sunset and stay with us and help us for many more years.
Well, that's part of the plan, but we're hoping that families will step up, people will take over our positions, the booster positions, and it has been a thrill and an honor to work with the coaching staff, to watch these kids through the last 4 years, as far as the seniors are concerned, to just be there to be supportive and to do this stuff for them and to progress the booster program to more than it was. Mike ran the booster program even when his son was no longer in school here. He guided us, showed us, gave us the map. We've taken that, we've tried to expand from that, and we want to pass that on to everybody else.
And I think you've done an excellent job, don't you? Yes, big round of applause. There you go. My applause sign.
If I can say real quick, out of the 4 officers, 3 were going to be leaving. The 4th one may not be able to have a big role next year, so potentially all the officer positions are open. We have had 2 parents who have stepped forward to say, hey, I can help, I can be on the board. I'm not sure in what capacity exactly they want to, take on, but know that you won't be alone. There'll be somebody else helping you. And then Michelle, who is our treasurer, whose son actually didn't even play this year, she may potentially be able to help out next year again. So don't be afraid, please.
Tell me when your next meeting is. When should we all come to support you?
We don't have a meeting planned.
Okay.
So
It'll probably be after the first of the year. We'll set something up. We'll invite everybody out, and try to. We've tried to make a book, a map of how to do this, and so that it's not overwhelming. My thing is, I took this on and I thought I was I thought I was above my head, and I have so enjoyed this. I'm so appreciative of all the players Because when we're feeding them, they're just appreciative back to us. And that's a great feeling. It makes it worthwhile. And especially to the seniors. You know, you guys, I've been around you guys for 4 years, watched you play, rooted you on, and I'm just happy to have been there to support you. So
Let's give them one more big round of applause, and we're going to talk more about it as we go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you. We really need your help. We need all sorts of things. Offensive line coach, what do we need? Food. That's an offensive lineman. I love linemen for some reason. Huh?
And a sled.
We need a sled. It's Christmas.
Seniors, put your hands up for
Need
a
a
second.
tunnel.
Seniors, hands up. With the help of the Parent Booster Club, we're going to get red uniforms. Get those done. Seniors, with the help of the Parent Booster Club, we're getting matte black helmets with silver Bayhawk on the side. So let's keep giving the support.
All right, Coach Leonard, do your...
All right, so the next part of our presentation tonight is recognizing all conference awards. This is a very difficult list to make considering the conference we play in. We all joke around that the Northwest Conference is the SEC of high school football in the state. That's been proven by all 4 teams that made the playoffs, all designations. The 4 teams that made it to the quarterfinals this year. Seaholm, Archbishop Murphy, Anacortes, and Linden. And within that group are some phenomenal football players. For example, how this works, first team players. If you're an offensive lineman, there's 5 first-team offensive linemen, 5 second-team offensive linemen. So in this huge conference of the SEC, how many guys can make offensive line all first or second team? 10. So there's always one, Mark, and it's your son. It's always the same guy.
That higher math, that's how much weight he lifts, too.
All right. So if we have tight ends, there's two tight ends. There's a first team and second team. That's 2 players, 2 tight ends out of this conference. Okay? And I know for a fact that Archbishop's tight ends has offers from Wisconsin and Iowa, and Linden's tight end is going to play at Eastern. So there are some tough competition in this Northwest Conference. To make a first or second team, quarterback, you need to be one of the top 2 players in the conference, so on and so forth. If you are nominated, you must receive a vote from an opposing coach. If you're nominated, receive a vote from an opposing coach, you are an honorable mention all-conference player in the Northwest Conference. Those are the qualifications to be on this list, and I'd like to recognize those players right now. Our first player is All-Northwest Conference honorable mention linebacker. He was actually an All-Northwest Conference player for 3 years, including a sophomore year. He was second-team All-Conference. This year, he's All-Northwest Conference honorable mention linebacker, Tyler Frost.
Jeez.
Yeah, come on, we're running tape here. You'll just fast forward when you're watching the Coach's Corner and watching that. Congratulations. It's not my wife doesn't make the trophies.
Oh, what a beautiful picture.
I was looking for
That's
one
actually a
earlier
great
tonight.
picture,
I should have
Frost.
taken that one.
Well, Mr. Do-It-All here for our next award, he's actually all-conference and honorable mention in 2 different areas. He's an all-conference honorable mention defensive back, all-conference honorable mention punter. He's a special teams guru. That's Owen Hanstead.
You guys sitting in the back row back there, you got to learn to walk a little faster. No, don't run. Don't run. That hair will fall out. He might pull a hamstring. Pose.
Well, I know this next student athlete is not here right now. Maybe he is. I haven't seen him. But really came into his own this year. He's an All-Northwest Conference honorable mention linebacker. That's Sonny Powell. He's wrestling. Next on this list, tough list to make on this group. Defensive line, honorable mention, All Northwest Conference. Elias Good Buffalo.
This really got tough because we changed Mr. Good Buffalo's number midway through the season, and Uncle Mike had a really hard time remembering who he was. So don't do that without giving me a note.
I want to also add, too, when I'm in the war room with all the Northwest Conference coaches, we're all screaming, yelling, throwing statistics out. We try to sell, and knowing, you guys all know me. I'm in there fighting for every one of you. This next guy, I don't know how he didn't make second team, but he is deserving of it and then some. All conference honorable mention linebacker, Gabe Van Hofwagen.
All season long, I said it's always good to hitch yourself to the wagon. Gabe, we love you. You are absolutely a leader, and we want you to know that we're always behind you, all right? All right. I am sure.
Our next honorable mention, defensive lineman. This guy's also just a fantastic leader for our team. I'm proud of where he's at. He didn't think I liked him for a couple of years, but I absolutely love this young man, and that's Carlos Valdez.
Carlos, Katie's not here. As an Uncle Mike Coach's Corner special, how many times throughout the year did you play and you were hurt and wouldn't go into the trainer's room?
Oh, every single game.
Sorry, Dr. Van Hofwagen, I didn't mean to. I forgot that you were here.
And our
And
last
we are
honorable,
on tape.
our last honorable mention, all-conference player. I'm very surprised with this one because he played in the position for 6.5 games, but he actually did finish 4th in the entire conference in voting at quarterback. Honorable mention, all-Northwest quarterback, Ben Leonard.
If this guy would have played 10 games, who knows? Dang it, Joe.
All right, now we have second team all-conference players I'd like to recognize. We're going to start here with a young man I've coached since he was like in 5th grade, and one of my favorite players. And I mean, he's not quite Ian Marley level, right? Because Ian Marley's my favorite student athlete of all time. Ian? But this guy's pretty close. He is a second team all-conference offensive line in the mighty Northwest Conference. As Joshua Kroll.
Okay, all right. You want to interview him? No. Have you? You have done that. You have done that. If you, on a coach's corner, yeah, he butchered a coach's corner for me. That's all right. I butchered. Big guy, I hear that you are a scholar as well.
Oh, yeah.
Academic
Weapon?
weapon. Is that
yeah.
right?
All day.
All day. Tell me the toughest thing about playing in the trenches like you do.
There's a lot of big guys there.
A lot of big guys, huh? Yeah.
So you gotta dig deep.
Got to dig deep.
I'd like to say one more thing I learned about Josh Kroll this year. He might not look like it, but he played Rangers gold? Oh, sorry. Rangers blue soccer. He doesn't look like a soccer
He's a
player.
soccer goalie.
But he did play Rangers blue. I learn things about our players, new things every year. Our next all-conference second-team award is an all-conference second-team wide receiver. Came out, again, very surprising considering he played in 6.5 games with that switch we made at the Archbishop game. And that goes to Joseph Harward.
Yeah, Coach Leonard, what would happen if you would have put him at wide receiver for 10 weeks? Holy cow. job, brother. Yeah.
Our last player for all conference awards, second team. This guy might be second team all conference defensive back, but he might be the nicest human being I know, and one of the best people I've ever coached in terms of being a good person. Just a great person. That's Bly Henderson.
Great job, brother. Yeah, man. Appreciate
Another round of applause for your all-conference players. Right here, guys. Thank you. All right.
Have a seat. Great job. Big round of applause. Great job, fellas. I'm gonna hold that one for you, too. No, yeah, that's right. At least you got something. Sorry, Tyler. Holy cow. Tyler, I'll give you my cell number. You can just send me text messages starting next week. All right. Keith Wallace, come on up to the stage. We're going to do Defensive Player of the Year along with Coach. There we go. Good. You got a microphone, Coach? Good. All right.
Thanks, Coach.
It's really nice you only have to wear those glasses 50% of the time.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Huh?
Readers, 1.75.
There you go.
Okay, so Defensive Player of the Year, is that
Yeah,
what we're doing here?
Varsity Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, it takes a special kind of guy to be the Defensive Player of the Year. It usually comes with an attitude, so I'm sure that probably exists in this person as well. Okay, so here we go. Varsity Defensive Player of the Year goes to Tyler Frost. Let's go.
The Frost
Let's go.
Train! Chug, chug, chugging!
With all the awards you're winning, why do you keep going to the back, man? You just like stay up here.
That's what I said. Those guys sitting in the back row, they gotta. You came up much faster, Tyler.
You know what I remember about the Defensive Players of the Year, man? They always had like that head slap and that extra energy that kind of pissed you off as an offensive lineman. You're like, hey, dude.
Tyler, go ahead and give him one of your head slaps. No, don't do it for
right,
real.
right.
No, he's got to. His wife will be really angry. Nice job, brother. Congratulations. You can stay up here. All right. Could I have Don Fenton come on up? We are going to do the Offensive Player of the Year for the varsity.
Are we doing offense? Or
What'd you have, Coach?
special teams.
Oh, special teams. I'm sorry, special teams. Now, Don, you were a punter.
I did kick, yes.
You were a pitcher, though, too, right? Yeah,
pitched.
yeah.
Played
And
a little-
that's what you went to the Cincinnati Reds for. Played with the Eugene Emeralds for 3 seasons,
Right?
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Played right here in Bellingham.
Did.
Yeah.
Had a home run hit off me here in Bellingham by Phil Bradley, who
It's still traveling.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was sitting in the press box at that
eventually
time.
I had Tony Gwynn hit a ball between my legs after having him 2 strikes, no balls.
There you go.
Yeah, that was something to be proud of.
Special Teams Player of the Year,
Okay, let me get my
Yeah,
glasses
yeah,
here. I
50%.
don't want to butcher the name like you did last time.
50% of the time. You're like my wife. She tries to do it without glasses. You got it. Oh, he's going to
Yeah.
try.
Special Teams Player of the Year, Owen Hanstead.
Yeah! Another back row guy. Ball hawk, bayhawk right here. Yeah, you're good, Owen. That's all right. We got plenty of time. You get tired of standing up here by yourself? Man, I want a friend.
Come on, congratulations, buddy.
I'll tell you what I love the most about Owen Hanstead is he'd rather just pound the crap out of you than talk to you. And that's not a bad thing sometimes, playing the position that he plays and doing the things that he does. But him and Joe don't make a very good combination sometimes. Not very good. Yeah?
Offensive line?
Yeah?
Offensive player.
Yeah? Offensive player of the year.
We'll stick around. Okay, there you go.
You tear it open?
All right, I will. Offensive player of the year, varsity. Let's do this and do this.
I like that he's got 2 microphones.
Yeah, I should give this other one to Case.
Yeah, hit on
Let's see here.
Offensive player of the year.
Dude, it's gone.
Hey. He ripped it in half, Adam.
Dude, it's gone.
Uh-oh.
Is it in there?
It's on that half. This is
Over
great.
here. This is great.
We're going to announce the wrong guy.
No way, we won't
Oh,
do
there
it.
you go.
Joseph Harward.
I could say a lot of things about this guy.
Sure, his mom could tape it together.
His mom will tape it together.
Yeah. Okay, congratulations, buddy. Good job, man. Yeah.
Nice job, big guy.
Here, I'll
Congratulations.
give him this part.
Yeah, give him that half.
Here, yeah.
Here, keep that. There you go. Finn, I'll take that. Nice job. Let's give these guys a big round of applause. Take a picture. Hey, stand up here, get your stuff together. Parents want to take pictures. Hey, oh, your parent, because you've been up for 20 minutes up here already. Hey, Joe, your award's upside down. Huh. Okay. All right. Coach Leonard and the Bellingham Bayhawks coaching staff, give them a big round of applause, will you please? Coach, introduce your coaches, please.
Well, this is a great opportunity for me to acknowledge just a wonderful coaching staff and a group of men that we spend a lot of time together. And some people think that you show up to do football, it's a 3-month job, you go home. Football's already started for me for 25-26. When you take consideration the spring season, the summer workouts, the weight training, equipment, everything, it's a 9-month job minimum. It's actually a year-round job. And I couldn't do any of it if it wasn't the help of these fine coaches here. Coach Mark Wright, Gavin Quagnas, Christian Buttonshone, Finn O'Malley, Mike Buttonshone, and Coach Nate Hanstead. Give it up for these guys.
Big round of applause. Come on up, fellas. Come up on the stage here. Don't be afraid. You're out there on the sidelines catching clipboards from Coach Leonard all the time. I think you need a get-back coach, though, Coach. Huh?
I didn't have a sideline warning this year.
No, you didn't. Nah.
That's why Coach Mark
But he
Wright's
had
there
a few
for.
other things.
All right, this time I'd like to recognize varsity letters. If you're being called up and you're shaking the coach's hand, means you have earned a varsity letter. It means you go ahead, you go down to Pro Stock, get your varsity letterman's jacket ordered. Joe Harward has one. Joe, you should have brought it to demonstrate your. Yeah, that's the county kid in you wearing a varsity letterman's jacket. I don't know how many letterman's jackets are being worn in the city schools, but we need more of that. Yep. Let's start with Benjamin Leonard. Joshua Kroll.
Nice job, Benny. Let's come down here. There you go.
Finn Jensen.
Just stand in the corner together.
Tyree Jackson.
Good job, brother.
Bly Henderson.
How you doing, brother? All right.
Joseph Harward.
Nice job.
Owen Hanstead.
Why are you guys fighting? Good job. Nice job.
EGB.
Coaches, slide down a bit.
Zach Gerstel. Julian Fuentes Montoya.
You guys
Wrestling,
are going to get a picture taken. Those guys on that end aren't going to get the coaches.
Frosty.
Go Frost Train.
I wish this next guy got to play more than one game of football. Isaiah Davis. He's a junior. He'll be back. Owen Campbell. Gabe Bowers. This guy is getting double awards tonight, double recognition. Cameron Boak.
The wheel, I can't spell very well. Low budget.
One of the toughest players I've ever coached in any sport, Kaiser Barker.
Nice job. Scoot down, Ben.
The very charming Nick Asmundson.
Hi, sir, would you like a seat? Hey, come right here, come right here. So I take a lot of comments on my football games, and what's your aunt's name?
Meredith.
Yeah, Aunt Meredith, she's always wanted a shout out, so make sure you tell her we said hi. Aunt Meredith, hi, how you doing? Thanks.
Another young man I've coached for a very long time. Love this guy, Milo Wright.
Milo Wright.
Gabriel Van Hofwagen.
The wagon. Senior wagon.
Another incredible kid, future Dr. Calvin Van Hofwagen.
The little wagon. Wagon 2.0 is what we're going to go with next year, I think.
I really don't like this next guy, but I'm going to say his name anyway. Carlos Valdez.
Good job, man. Appreciate you.
Big future for this guy. Matthew Steele. Miggy Quiones.
Nice job.
Another guy I've coached for 25 years, Aiden Pilar.
25 years?
Long time, Mike.
Long time.
14 years old.
And Aiden's going to be back.
I don't think he's here right now, but Sonny Powell.
Maybe not with those pants on.
Ruben Camacho.
Did you get caught in a... You all right? Okay, all right.
This guy had a special year, cut short. I can't wait to get him back. Silas McGurr.
Got it, Jack. Darth Vader.
Just going through our wrestlers here.
Good job. You can walk down here. It's okay. There you go. Go right back there. Nice job.
I don't know if he's here tonight, but he's just been the heart and soul of our secondary. Again, we've had some tough injury issues in our secondary, but I want to recognize Nate Loss. Your 2024
wrestling.
varsity letterman.
Big round of applause for these guys. So don't move, fellas. So these guys are the guys that brought back. I don't know what AP did to his pants. But we're gonna ask. I know it was Milo. Milo always. So these guys are the guys that brought back a league victory our first year back in the league. And that's a tough challenge, fellas. You take a look at Anacortes, who's going to be playing for an opportunity to go to the state this week. And they did that, they started that 4 years ago, just like you, getting back in the league and hoping to win a ball game. And you guys won a ball game. And next year, as I said at the very beginning of the show, it's a building block, and we're going to build. And you guys are going to make things happen. Seniors, we're going to miss the seniors. Seniors, take one step forward. In front of the coaches. There we go. As I read these guys' bios that I invited to come tonight, the most important thing that stood out to me, and I'm gonna grab Keith Wallace's bio, but Don Fenton's and Steve's was the same way. He didn't talk about his accolades. He didn't talk about how wonderful he was in high school. He said, graduated the class of '86, married for 32 years, his wife Jody with 2 children and a grandson, a future Bayhawk. That right there, fellas, is what the future holds. Go on and be something very, very special, because I know we've got huge leaders here. I mean, huge leaders here. And we're very, very proud of you. And once a Raider or once a Bayhawk, always a Raider, always a Bayhawk. So we love you, we appreciate you, and good luck to you in whatever you do in the future. And remember, keep Coach Leonard's phone number on speed dial, because he's got more money than I do if you get in trouble. All right, there you go. Big round of applause. Thanks, fellas. Off the stage, please. There you go.
Christian, stay.
Quickly, fellas. All right. Steve Alvord, come to the stage, please. Steve would not give me a bio, and he does it on purpose to me, because Steve has never, ever been a guy to talk about himself. So I'm going to talk a little bit about him. He was 6'5", 245 pounds when he walked the hallways of Bellingham High School. He was an offensive defensive lineman. He was an all-class overall state lineman of 1982. He was an all-state first-team offensive lineman in 1982. He was an all-state first-team defensive lineman in 1982. He was an all-league defensive player of the year in 1982. He was an all-league first-team offensive lineman in 1982. He was an all-team offensive lineman in 1981. All-league first-team defensive lineman in 1981. He had 2 receptions for 19 yards. And that might have been Eskimo right or Eskimo left or whatever Val had you do, right?
I'm not sure what he had us doing, but it worked.
And Steve played hockey. My big opportunity was Steve Alvord got hurt during basketball season, and I got a chance to play. And that was a pretty cool opportunity. So, Steve, I sure appreciate what you've done. You've represented Bellingham High School greatly. Those seniors I just talked about, they're going to do the same thing. Steve played on Friday nights, he played on Saturdays, and he played on Sundays. A dream come true?
Absolutely.
Yeah. A man of many words. I always love talking to Steve. Especially because, you know me, I'm a man of very few words, right? I never hardly talked at all.
Well,
Only first time he picked up the microphone.
it's honest. You know you can't get a word in when he's nearby, so get rid of this guy.
That's right. Here we go.
But I love what I'm seeing and sensing right here. The coaching staff has definitely got you guys going in the right way. Make sure you tell your friends, all you players, including you seniors, talk to the guys that you know that are in the school that can help this team, because they need to be here with you, because you guys are building a great fraternity. I just had my 40th class reunion, and you get to go and see all your old buddies and talk about football and talk about all the good times you had in high school. So make sure you try to include the other teammates or other players that are in the school that you know can help. Get in their ears and say, you know what, we're building something really good. Let's get it going.
Give him a round of applause. I don't have to tell you. This is one of my favorite pictures of Steve, and if you can't see it, it's Whatcom County mugshot probably, but his dad, no, don't be putting that on don't put that on the World Wide Web. All right, Steve Alvord's here to give away the Offensive Lineman of the Year.
Offensive Lineman of the Year goes to Joshua Kroll.
So we've got the Coach Buttonshone crew here. Coach Buttonshone, show me what you got.
This is a bucket of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce for Josh.
Offensive Lineman of the Year. That's
He
right.
needs to bulk up for next year.
When you're the cornerstone like this guy is, you need the Sweet Baby Rays. Yeah. And you got a bottle of syrup.
Congratulations.
Nice job, Mr. Kroll. Give Mr. Kroll a big round of applause. Keith Wallace, come on up. Yep. Yep. I got you. We created this award a couple years ago. Last year, Marty West gave out the award. Bell West was his dad. Bell was the high school football coach here at Bellingham High School. Keith played for Coach West. A lot of us disliked our coach. A lot of you dislike your coaches. I think the greatest honor I ever saw in my life was when Coach West passed away and there was 540 Raiders that were at his funeral. Yeah. Keith, go ahead.
So let me tell you about Coach West. Like Steve said, not really sure what he was doing any given week. We used to change offenses every week. It was run and shoot, it was the power, you name it. And the guy was always trying to come up with the new thing. The guy was dyslexic, we found out later. So when he talked to us, he didn't make any sense. Like one time I remember him saying, you know what I mean? And we would just be like, yeah, Coach, we got it. But one of my favorite stories about Coach was he got pissed at me one time, and I got pissed at him. And you know that four-man drill where you lay down your back and then you get up and you hit each other? And he stuck me in one spot and let everybody else rotate through three for probably about 10 minutes. And at one point, I got so pissed off at him, I challenged him. And Coach got down in his two-point stance. And Coach West, I think about you all the time, man. All right, here we go.
Can you find it in there?
I think it's in here.
Unlike Don, you didn't rip it in half, did you?
Here we go. Okay, Varsity Vel West Award goes to Gabriel Bowers. Congratulations, man.
Nice job, big guy. Congratulations.
Here you go, sir.
You know, the Vel West Award was created not for the most valuable player, not for the guy that is here and is in the limelight and his name's being announced all the time, but it was created for the guys that work their tails off behind the scenes. And this young man has done that for us all season long. Let's give him another big round of applause. Hold on a second, Coach. Hold on. I got to check the timer. I'm going for, yeah, we're right on a record schedule here. All right. You want me, I got a couple hours more. You want me to, hey, Mark, I'm right on time. It's 8 o'clock.
Mark.
Come on, Mark. Coach Leonard and Coach Wright are going to give away the most valuable player for 2024.
So the MVP award to me is, yes, it's the most valuable player. You're probably your best player in your team. I don't necessarily think it's your best athlete, your best football player, but it's the person who had the biggest impact on both sides of the ball, but also represented what we want our program, our team to be about. So leadership's a big part of this. And this young man has a phenomenal future in anything he goes into. He's got two of the most amazing parents sitting back there right now that support him throughout another young man I've coached for a very long time. I'm going to open it up, but we all know who it is.
You just tore it in half. How come that one's bigger?
The varsity most valuable player is Gabriel Van Hofwagen.
Woohoo! Hit yourself to the wagon! This guy, I can't say enough nice things about him because this guy, to me, is the guy that I would love my guys to grow up and be like. So tell me what you're going to do.
I'm going to go play football in college for my parents' old college, Northwestern College in Iowa. So,
Well, we're with you, brother. We're praying for you. We love you, and we appreciate all you've done for us.
thank you.
You're welcome. It's you, Coach Leonard.
It is me, and we are 2 minutes over schedule.
2 minutes.
That's pretty close.
That's
right?
really close. Really close.
Just closing tonight, I want to recognize all our coaching staff. I coach with Coach Wright here, who coaches basketball and
Underwater basket
football,
weaving.
everything. Coaches, he's been coaching forever. I've been coaching youth and high school now for 25 years, and football is just a different animal. You know, coaching basketball, coaching baseball, coaching youth, it's a different animal, and you have to put in so many countless hours, and I don't know if people understand the behind-the-scenes things that happen. Me yelling at Coach Gavin over there, hey, did you get your play sheets in, play cards in for Seaholm yet? We got to play them this week. The amount of film that goes into. You just don't sign up and casually show up as a football coach. So please, one more round of applause for this fantastic coaching staff. So this is the end of my third year. Our first year, as you know, the first 2 years I was here, we were still playing an independent schedule. Coach Meyer, who was here before me, had played that schedule before, and then I believe Coach Flint before that. And the one thing I am proud of, and I know one win in a conference doesn't seem like a lot, but I have a lot of coaches over there that believe that one hard-earned win in the conference meant more than beating independent teams last year by 50, which we did. But it was our time to go back in the conference. For those that have already talked to me, 5 teams are getting into playoffs next year. Opportunities are coming. And it's built off the foundation of the guys who graduated last year, the seniors who are graduating now, and the juniors who will be coming in their senior year. We have built something great here. And yes, we need to recruit. And I don't mean recruit Seaholm and Squalicum and Mount Baker. I mean recruit the guys in the hallways. So many times I walked around, whether it's basketball and football, and see 6'9", 270-pound guys that just don't play sports. Why? What is so interesting? What is so wrong about being a football player? But we are trying to change that culture, and I can't do it by myself. I need all of you to do it. I need peer pressure from you all. Okay? You all know I don't work here. I work at Western Washington University. So I've got to rely on Coach Wright here. A lot of pressure on Coach Wright to get guys to come out. But also pressure on you guys. Danny, Aaron, put your hands up. A week out of the season, these 2 guys came up to me, and they're talking about playoffs when they're juniors and seniors. They're talking about being, that next level. And that's the kind of excitement we need, because we haven't had that for a while. We've had guys say, we're this, we're that. But we're not. We had 3 all-conference second-teamers, 8 other guys that were honorable mentions. We're breaking records year and year individually, but now it's time to come together as a group and take this to the next level. And you're going to hear it from me from this moment on. You cannot show up in May and June and then back in August and play football. Okay? Aaron Chassé, your C-Team Offensive Lineman of the Year. You want to start varsity next year? Get your butt in the weight room. Get big, get strong, do what you need to do. Danny Fleffel, Defensive Player of the Year. You want to play varsity next year? Get in the weight room. Commit to it. Because if you guys don't, then we'll continue to do what we're doing. But I have belief in this group. I have belief in the guys coming up. All right? And I want to thank you seniors right now for paving the way for the younger guys. And no, we took our lumps this year. We played in a tough conference. But we're going to get better. And in 2 or 3 years, when Gabe, when you come down from your junior year of college and you're watching us play and you're like, wow, who's this team? It all started with the group last year, the group this year, as we build. Those are my final thoughts, and I want to thank all the parents and the supporters and the Booster Club, and of course Uncle Mike, who eat week in and week out into the coach's corner with me, and just thank you for a wonderful season, because there's no better sport out there to coach and to play than football. Thank you, everyone.
You know, Coach Leonard mentions everybody but himself. I think we need to just take a second and give Coach Leonard a big round of applause. We couldn't do it without having a great head coach. The reason why we talk about Val West is because he was a great head coach. He put forth the effort, and his kids came first no matter what. I mean, I remember fights just like Coach Leonard does with some of you athletes, fights for you every minute, every day. I'd like to have the linemen stand up. Offensive and defensive linemen, stand up. Seniors, sit down. We need to work on this. And we are going to start right after the holidays. So prepare yourself, because Uncle Mike is going to just continue to chomp on you until we have recruited everybody we need to create an offensive line like Steve Alvord had back in 80, 81, and 82, and 83. Because that is going to be a huge key to the success of the Bellingham Bayhawks next year. All right, sit down. Get in the weight room. Have some fun. Come to basketball games. Support your other sports. But most importantly, thank your mom and dad for putting up with all your stuff throughout the entire football season and doing the things that they did for you. Your aunts, your uncles, all of those people who watch our show all throughout the country. We appreciate you. Continue to work hard. And let's give the coaches, can I get you up front here, please? Captains, Coach Gabe Van Hopwagen, Tyler Frost, and I told you I'd forget the third one. Bly, sorry, Bly. Come up here. Where are the cards at? Uh-oh. Gabe, on the corner. While these guys are coming, please don't forget, the Parents Club put all this together, brought it all to you tonight. Let's give them a big round of applause. Come on, Wagon, come on up here. You're going to take the microphone. Yeah. You're a public speaker.
I don't know what you want me to say, but yeah.
Talk about your coaches.
All right. So this first coach, he's an offensive line coach. He helped me grow a lot in my blocking abilities just when I first showed up. He's been there since freshman year. And yeah, just a huge round of applause for Coach Mike. This next guy, it's Coach Christian. I just want to say thank you for, again, teaching me a lot about the game of football and just being a great coach and a great mentor as someone who can teach me both how to play football and how to be a young man. So thank you, Coach Christian. This next coach is a guy who coaches multiple sports, coaches me in multiple sports. He has an impact on a lot of young people here. And he has mentored me on how to be just a young man, especially because he shares the same faith that I do, and that is Coach Wright. This next coach, he coached me a lot when I was young. He's been here since I was a freshman. He coaches the DBs and receivers right now, and also C team. He's just a super great coach. Just overall, I think he's at wrestling, but this is Coach John. He can get his stuff later, but. Coach Noah isn't here either. All right, well, thanks, Coach Noah. This next coach, that's kind of crazy. I played with this guy when I was a freshman. He was a senior. So I remember lining up against this guy and just being like, wow, I'm about to get rocked right now. But he has taught me probably the most about how to play the game of football. And that's just because he played himself, and that is Coach Finn. This next coach came in. He wasn't here my freshman year, but it seems like he's been here forever. He coaches our defense. He watches the most film out of anyone I've ever met. It's ridiculous. He'll show up on Mondays, be like, I watched 10 hours of film on Saturday. And I just was like, how do you do that? But he knows a lot about the game of football. He teaches the game well, and he's a super awesome guy. So that's Coach Gavin. This next coach, he is just a great guy. His son plays on the team. He is just kind of coaches everywhere. He steps up wherever he's needed. I don't remember exactly what he coaches because it seems like he's just everywhere at all times in practice. And he's just, again, a great leader. Just like all the other coaching staff is they create not only great football players, but great young men. So I want to thank Coach Hanstead for being my coach.
Say it. Practice makes
This last coach, he took over Bellingham my sophomore year. My freshman year, we were just coming out of the COVID year, and Coach Meyer was kind of half out the door already. But this coach came in, and he took over a program that was struggling. It's been struggling for a while. A couple years before he got here, there's 14 guys on the Bellingham football roster. And he's turned this program around to what you see today, back in conference, getting league wins, getting all conference players. He develops, once again, not only just great football players, but great young men. And he's been super amazing to be coached by as he helps people grow. And that's Coach Leonard. So.
One more big round of applause for those captains right there and these coaches. Another thank you to Don and Steve and Keith for coming out, spending their evening with us. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and go Bayhawks. Good night now.
Seniors, if you have your banner
Uncle Mike, saying
please
good night
take
now.
your banners
Thanks for
home.
joining
Those are
me.
for you.
We'll see you next season.
Take your banners home.